Hi everybody, how are y'all today? We're doing pretty good. I just don't know what to call this video. It's going to be kind of a mishmash of things. And I don't mean to be copying people, but I've had the same idea, I guess. And I kind of would like to just show you just a lot of different things that are meaningful or to me or old, which is most of what I've got anyway. And well, not everything, but some of it. But anyway, I was thinking about it, and some other people have done this, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead, and maybe they won't think I'm just trying to copy. But I'm so glad to see y'all. We are having a beautiful day today. It's cool. By us, it's cool because we have had spring has sprung, and we've had rain, and we've had warmer weather. We've had some really hot days too, where the humidity has been real high, so that makes it seem worse. But today is just beautiful. It's sunny. It's cool. It's nice outside, and it's pretty. And hay fever season has started really bad too. The oak trees, well, pollen is everywhere from everything because everything's bloomed and greened out, and people are already mowing, and some people have already planted part of their garden, and some of the farmers have even planted their corn. This may not be a good day. I don't seem to be able to talk so good today, but I really wanted to do this, and everything else is kind of calm. Our son Johnny got Piper and Coleman for this week. They're out on spring break, so they're down here, which is always a good thing for everybody. We enjoy them. And so he and the kids and Pop and I went to Waffle House for breakfast. When they come, we always try to have 1 or 2 mornings of going to Waffle House for breakfast because we go there almost every day. And we enjoy doing that, and they enjoy doing that too. That kind of surprised me what they ordered this morning. Coleman usually gets a steak. I don't care what time of the day it is, he gets a steak. But this morning he didn't, but he liked what he got, and he also liked what Piper got, and she didn't finish it, so he did. It's such cute little things. Pop and I had a real nice evening. Friday evening, we went out to eat, and we have not been going very far by ourselves. No problem with it. I don't have any trouble driving. It's mainly for him because I don't know what may come up that I would need help with, but he seemed to be in pretty good spirits that day and that evening, and wanted to go up there. It's a fish house, and I guess y'all know that down here, all over the South, but especially down here, we eat a lot of seafood. We eat a lot of catfish. We just like all that stuff. And there are these fish houses all over. They really are, they're not all called fish houses. They all have certain names. The one we like to go to is up about maybe 10 miles up the road from us in a place called Agricola, and that place is called JR's, and they serve catfish and chicken and crab claws, shrimp, of course, and stuffed crab, which are really good. Theirs are. And then they do hush puppies that are really nice and different. They're homemade. And then they have cheese sauce that they bring with those, so you can use that as your appetizer. And they also bring a biscuit and coleslaw. And they bring that first with your drink. And that's just part of your meal, no matter what else you get. So we had a really nice meal and a nice time. And he acted like he really enjoyed it. And we go early enough so there's not usually a big crowd, but we can get home before he gets too tired or gets in that evening mode, you know. But anyway, we had a nice time, nice drive up there. It's farmland. We love to see that too when people are starting to prepare their ground and get their places ready. So that was kind of nice for him, except it got back in his mind that he wanted a tractor. So we may have to get one, but he's not going to drive it. Neither am I. Not anymore. We do need a tractor. Our youngest son, Pop gave him our old tractor, which wasn't that old. It was a great big farm tractor, and he has a place in Texas now, so he gave that to him. But we still need a smaller tractor, not a yard tractor, but you know, we still need a tractor, but not as big as the farm one we had that we planted and used so much. Had to have such a big tractor to plant so much land. But things grow up around here, you know, and we do need bush hog and front end loader and stuff like that. And you're probably not a bit interested in it. I just got to talking. So, okay, one of the things right in front of me that since we've been talking about farming is that I don't know if y'all know or if I've said it, or maybe I've said it 400 times. I used to do craft shows. I have maybe not done a lot of, but I have learned a lot of different crafts and maybe done a few of them. Some of them I've continued to do, and others I just decided I'd rather do something else. Not that I didn't enjoy doing them, but when I did my craft shows, I had different categories for some of the same categories for most of the shows, but one or two of them I had a different category depending on where it was and when it was. So I did several of them in the spring, and then several more in the fall and Christmas time. And one of the things, and I always did farmy things except for occasionally do something else, but mainly everything was farmy, country, you know, that kind of thing. And one of them was magnets. And this is something that I found in looking through stuff this morning and thinking about what I wanted to do. And this is just an old red barn that I like to do. And just thought it was kind of neat to show right now because everything is so farmy, and which is what I've always loved. And I was watching somebody's YouTube yesterday. Oh, I wish I wrote down the name. And they were talking to somebody else, I think, and she said to this person, whoever was doing the recording said to this other person, well, you were country and farmy before it was cool. And I thought that was real cute. I told you it's going to be just a mixed up mess. This is something I've been working on, and it was right handy, so I thought I'd show it. This is something I just finished just the other day. Not finished, of course, but it's Easter, and it's from Prairie Schooler. Y'all probably remember this one. I know a lot of you have this pattern in this group. It's the one where there's 12 of these little things for the year. And then this one I've started, and this is May, and it's got the white basket and the handle and the flowers and things in it. So hopefully I can get those finished and get to this sewing machine. Another thing I used to do, and these were not in my earlier days, these were kind of later, and these are called spoolie dolls. Their body is made with 2 wooden squares. Let me see. There's 2 wooden squares that are glued together in the middle. The spools, and they're painted. You know, they were just rough wood, but they're painted. And then strung together, and here is a ball knob for the feet and the hands, different sizes, and they're all painted, and then they're strung with jute twine, and you put the little eye screws in there and attach their legs, and then cut these little pieces of eyelet trim and then do these, so it makes their pantaloons. And then make their little dresses. And as you can see by the fabric, this was 90s. I can't remember what year I had to quit doing them, but I didn't want to quit doing shows, but my family convinced me I needed to. It was hard on me. And then the head is a ball knob also. Now the arms are attached up at the top of this top wooden square. They're attached just like the legs, and there's 2 spools, and then they're little. This is smaller than the feet, and they're attached the same way. This is a crochet doily, little crochet doily that I trimmed in the back and took the middle part of it out so I could fit it around there nicely. And it's been, it was glued together right there so it wouldn't fray. And then a little button. They're just real plain, and you gather the sleeves with embroidery floss and then just tie a little bow in it, and you do that with the neck also. And the back of the dress has buttons on it, and her hair comes back. I don't remember what it's called, but it would come in strips and pieces, and you could cut off what you want, and they were wavy, but you can also pull them out and really make them big and fluffy, or however you want, or put them back in a bun, or you know, whatever you want to do. I used a lot of this on other little things too. But anyway, and I made those in different sizes. There were some really big ones, and I also made some in browns and everybody liked those too. And I had some hair that I got somewhere where I got this that looked like the black people's hair, and they just, I thought they were really cute too, and they did too. I was real pleased. But anyway, that's another little thing. And I think I'm going to go on to the crochet. I wanted to show you some things from that, and I wanted to show you some differences in these things, because this, now remember, these were bought from a wholesale company that I bought some of my supplies from, like my wooden pieces that I put together and did things with. It's not a kit, but I want to show you some differences in these. And even though these are hand crocheted, and what I do is hand crocheted, I want to show you, tell you some of the differences in that too. So I'm going to put her back over here. And okay, let me start with this. Sorry, I still have to get down there again. That's not so easy to do, and y'all probably see my bald head. The bald, I hope not. I am losing my hair though. I guess everybody does that. Maybe not, but sometimes you do. Okay, this is another thing that is hand crocheted. Oh, and I ordered these by the dozens. Oh, wouldn't you know, my nose has started. And here's the tag. I want you to see. Okay, where? My goodness. Made in China. Here's another one. Made in China. See how pretty that is though? Real small crochet hook. Very, very tiny thread. It could even be sewing thread. Here's another one. I use these. This one doesn't have the tag still on it. These are some I had left because I use these a lot and ordered quite a few different sizes and weights of them. But I wanted you to see how small the thread is, and see how pretty it is and delicate. And it's hand done, but it's made in China. And this one also made in China. And this one is like the one on the doll. I a lot of times used fray check. I would squirt some out around the edge and let it dry, and then I could go in and cut that out, and it wouldn't start fraying. But oh, and here's something else. This is Battenberg, and it's still in the. I've had that a long time, but it's still in there. Let's see how pretty that is, and how nicely done it is, and it's made in China too. When we traveled, and we went to Hong Kong, we went to, sorry, I'm trying to find something. Pardon me just a minute. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up. Where is it? Where is it? I guess I can't do it. Okay, I have to use one of these things, I guess. Anyway, when we traveled and we went to Hong Kong and Bangkok, Thailand, um, several different places on that particular trip we went, and everywhere we went, you could see women, whatever they were doing, whatever their job, behind the counter, especially if they were salespeople or working in stores or something like that. You could see them sitting there crocheting, and they all did it everywhere we went in that part of the world. If they had a break between customers or something, they were crocheting. And when you walked up to their place and you wanted to look at something, they'd put that down and help you and then pick it all up. And so they all made these things. And here is a bigger dresser scarf. You can see how big this is and how pretty the stitching is. Okay, I didn't get any of this particular stuff over there, but I did buy some at the local dollar store of this exact thing right here. This was got at the dollar store. They're also in the vintage places. They're in like these craft malls that sell things on consignment, and so they're everywhere. And a lot of times, and I'm not bashing anybody or anything, but I want you to know that they're not always what somebody claims them to be. They are handmade and they're nicely done, but they're not all from somebody's attic. And the people over there do that. They make tons of them, and they don't get very much for them at all. But they can really do that fast too. And I just thought it gave me a different look on it to know that how much they actually do over there, and their labor is not. They're not paid for their labor at all. They might make 5 cents out of something, and look how much sometimes you get it for, wherever you find it. I'm glad that they've got something that they can do that, and that they can be paid for something like that. It's just a shame, that it's so little. Okay. I'd like to go on and show you a few things that I have done for our house over the years. And as you can see, I bought a lot of this stuff too, because when I started doing craft shows, I decided I was going to crochet my little doilies and things. And then I thought, no, I'm going to go ahead and do that. They can make a little bit, even though it's coming from a wholesale distributor. Maybe they made a few cents off of it. Anyway, so this is a tablecloth that I made back in the 80s. This was on the back of my couch, the last video. If anybody saw it, I decided to break up the color a little bit and put this on it, and thought it might look nice. I got the pattern from this. I borrowed the pattern from a friend of mine in Saudi Arabia. She had done it, and I really liked it. So this is number 5 cotton thread yarn from Denmark by Mayfair. Now the pattern, and she did hers out of this too, and it was on her table the day I saw it, and I really liked it because of the size, and I had a table similar, so I thought that would work good. Now and this was not the full pattern. There were several more rows, and that was for a smaller, no, not a smaller, it's a higher count cotton. If you wanted to use that, like a 20 or a 30, then, you know, you would need more to it because it would make this part very small. But it worked up so quick, and I love the pineapples on it. I like pineapples on everything, or anything. I like pineapples. Okay, one of our houses, we lived over there. I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I decided to, we had a big window. This is half of the panel. So the original is, you know, was twice this size. And this part went over the rod. That's what I did these for, to be, I can't keep this straight, to go over the rod. And this is filet crochet, where you do it in rows like this. See how, I don't know if you know what that is or if you've seen it, but you do these are double crochet, and you do the netting part, you know, with you skipping one and do one. And then when we moved and I needed 2 of them, then up here I took the fray check again and measured and went over the stitching with the fray check, so it wouldn't fray when I cut it. So then I cut it between the 2 lines of that and stitched over that to hold it. And it worked real good. It's been washed several times, and so this is one of them. And the other one, of course, is put away, but I was going to show you this other pair that I made, and this is half of one also. And this is peach, and the hanger part top is a little bit different than the other one. After doing the first one there, I decided to do something a little bit different, and put that over there. It kind of covers up a little bit. And there again, it's filet, so it's done like this, and you can see it's longer and it has more patterns up in it. And then I added this to the bottom, and this is not filet. This you do from this way. You can't hardly tell the color in here, but it is a real soft, pretty peach. And this goes in my sewing room. There's so many colors in there, it doesn't matter. It blends. There's 2 of these, and I've layered them, one on top and one on the bottom of the window. Okay. I hope that hasn't been too boring, and maybe you've enjoyed seeing that. Excuse me. Let me move all of that. Okay, another thing, talking about crochet. Sandy Bacus and the Striped Rose showed, crochet hooks from their family, and I had gotten mine out too, and I thought, well, if I do this today, I'll go ahead and show. Try to see. You know, there's various sizes, and these were from my grandmother, and some of them may have even been from her mother. I knew I'd do that. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on just a minute. Let me see if I can get it back. Well, there I am. Maybe we can see. My grandmother and her family were Irish. I don't know how far back that they had been in the States, but not many generations. I'm not even sure if my great-grandparents came when they were young or not, but I'm not sure. But then my my grandmother, she's not with us anymore, but she was full Irish, and her mother and father also. She married an Irish Cherokee. So that's what my mother is. Still more Irish, but more Cherokee than I am. But anyway, I said all that to say, you know, the Irish crochet too, and they have a little bit different ways sometimes of doing it. It's just beautiful. But anyway, can you see how tiny this one is? That's a 14. See if this one's any smaller. This is a 13. And this is a 12. So all three of these are very, very small. But of course, when I was growing up, I remember seeing things that they had crocheted, and also being around my grandmother so much. And she was almost 90 when she passed away, and that was in 97. So, you know, she crocheted a long time, did some beautiful work. These are all small anyway. But I think and I'm so glad other people have shown theirs too, because really wasn't sure if it was okay, but I think I like the old things, and I like the fact that we can enjoy and know about our relatives and some of the things that they have done and used, and was thinking that one of these smaller ones, yeah, see? You see that? You could really crochet with this sewing thread. That would fit that needle, that hook, very, very well. So that's how small it is. And these are some threads I like to work with. This is Sabella by DMC, and it's 30, and it is very tiny. And the last time I tried to do this is what my tension was, which it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a lot tighter than that. But that's what happens to your fingers after a while. You see how tiny that, but see, the tension is not that great. So this is 20. This is something I use, and it's not too bad. I sent a few pieces to Mischievous Stitches because I like to do samples of different patterns, and she's doing something with some that she has saved from places she's been, and so I wanted to send her a few pieces that I'd done to go with it. And this one looks a lot better, and it's done on 20, so I can handle 20 better than I can 30. So I know that sewing thread or size 40 I could not do. Here's another little one that started, and this is similar to Filet. It is Filet. Little hearts in there. Don't know what that was going to be. I just like to try different ones. Okay, this one is very different, and this is done with aluminum hook, size E, so it's a lot bigger. And this yarn or thread is called Scruffy. I don't know. It is rough, but it's made to do the kitchen scrubbies, the kitchen dish rag with it. But if you can see it without me shaking too bad, you see all those loopy things and everything. It's very scruffy. You can really scrub some things with that. And if you wanted to get do something to your face, you take the hide off with it just about. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm going to move along. I had some other things I wanted to show you too, but I will wait on that because I'm afraid it'll go too long. I have something to show you that is just, oh my goodness. Sometimes people are just entirely too generous. It's very, very nice of them. I appreciate it. I really do. But I just can't get over the amount. Before I get into that, let me share this card and this nice gift too. And these are just random things. This pretty little card was sent to me by one of my commenters and viewers. She doesn't make floss tubes, but she's really, really sweet. Her name is Megan McLemore. Yeah, Macklemore. And I know she comments on some other people because I've seen cutest, very, very sweet card. Um, and it just made me happy. And she said she heard or on one of the videos that I'd never stitched with silk before. And she picked this out for me, and she wanted to pick out a color that was neutral for me to try on something, which I am going to do. Anything that I can find that has this, something like this in it, I'm going to use this instead and try it out, because I haven't ever stitched with silk. But wasn't that sweet? And she said, I wanted you to have a neutral that you could try and see what you think. And that was so kind and thoughtful. I just really appreciate that. My next one is from Carol Sphera. Did I say that right? Sphera. And I know most of you know her from commenting and watching your videos too. This is like it's a random act, that's for sure, but it's more like a bomb. Random acts. Oh my goodness. She just I called her on the phone afterwards and I said, girl, what in the world have you done? This is a bag that she sent. Very pretty. Zipper at the top. I don't think this is made by anybody on Floss Tube. And the bag is, here's some Ada, antique blue Ada, which is always nice to have. This is a floss organizer, and it's not individual bags, they are together. They're called sleeves. And that's interesting. And will be used like everything, but I think that's interesting. There's some other pieces of fabric in here. I thought was really neat. There's a good sized little piece here of Ada for ornaments. And this is 14 count Ada in raw linen. That's real pretty too. Really not like that color too. Well, it's in another bag. Okay, let's see. I thought that was really neat. Nice color. I think that would make a nice sampler on that. And here's a piece of Rustico, and I just saw something the other day that when I was kitting up some different things that I've wanted to do, and I've been going through the closet and going through papers looking for, tack stuff and all that garbage. But anyway, I found a pattern that called for Rustico, so I thought there was a piece in this, so that'd be good. And then this is really neat. It's a little heavier weight. and it can be a pillow or, you see, it could be a pillow or it could be a little square for a side table or bedside table or something that's got the woven decorative weaving on these bands here. And I don't know for sure, but I'm wondering if this was not also something you could get in bigger pieces for an Afghan, you know, to stitch in the middle of each one of them. But isn't that pretty? It's nice. It's a heavy weight, but it's soft. So, and then you can just do something around the edge. Maybe zigzag it and fray it a little bit. Okay, and there's so much inside this little bag. Man. And inside this bag are 2 little pockets, and she had those full too. Let's see. And also she sent some thread, some DMC colors, all of them good for a lot of different projects, all of them good colors, and then the fancy floss. Goodness, I just can't get over everybody. I'm not really good at this. I start to fix up something for somebody, and I think, now why would they like that? You know, I'm not good at doing things like this, and I appreciate everybody else, but it kind of like Vanna. I feel funny, but I love it. These are Weeks Dye Works, Candy Apple and Garrison Green. Those are pretty. See how pretty those are. And this is Old Brick and Buckeye Scarlet. Buckeye sent me one of those too. I think they're so pretty. Aren't those neat? That's so nice. Okay, also in that was this, which is very, very pretty. Very pretty container. Okay, now let's see. There. Okay. What color lipstick do you think it is? Isn't that what it looks like? No. Okay, I know it comes up. There it goes. Just have to know the combination. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? And all the needles in there. Oh my goodness. Look how cute. I think that is so cute. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Then look at that needle minder. Now, Carol had these cards made. She didn't make the needle minder, but she had them made to send with things, so it gives her phone number and her email and her address, and I guess it's hard to show that. But I love the Bible verse on it too. I think that's really neat. But this is this needle minder is clay, and from what I'm looking at, I believe it was like cut out and then painted, glazed, and fired. It's got I thought that was really, really cute. Here is a needle case goodies. This is from needlecasegoodies.etsy.com, and it's I'll get it in a minute. That'll help me get some of those little tiny ones through. And oh, look at this. A package of Bowen. I've always wanted to try these. And 26 too, that's good. I use 26. Well, I'll use anything I can get, but I like 26. I'm going to save that for just a minute because there's some more. And then, look at this nice case. And look here. It's a stork. I love them. These are heavier, and they're nice. They're heavier. The ones I've got are so old. I don't even remember how long I've had them, and they are so lightweight and so thin. Those are so pretty. Can you believe it? That's not it either. I mean, that's not all of it either. There's another little bag. Isn't it cute? That's so cute. Bring it on there. And there's things in this little bag too. Here. This cute little card. Keep it sassy. Here's another cute little card. A little reminder. These are paper craft things, I think. I think that's what, but look at the design too on this, and I think that's, yeah, that's the same thing that was on the previous one, but look at the Arabic. We saw a lot of things in the Middle East, and Arlene Cohen does a lot with those designs too, but isn't that pretty? And it says, and this reminds me of Sylvia Beckesland. It says, beautiful. You know how she says that? It's so sweet. There are some other cards in here that are just so precious and so thoughtful. I thought this one was cute too, and it says hold on tight. Some of these other cards, I just I won't go through all of them right now. I may run out of room, but this one says, give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. Psalms 107:1. And there's another one on the back, and there's several other ones here. I think they're just so sweet and so kind. You can You know, you can just pin these up for the day or put them in something. It's just really nice to have something like that to look at and think about. This is from, this is Sticky Notes. Papillon, oh, Sticky Notes in French, okay. And it looks like German too. Anyway, paper craft things, I think. But aren't those cute? And they're sticky notes, but they're just so cute. Oh, I think I'm going to run out of time. This, I looked at this and I thought, oh my goodness, she's got old patterns too. And she's going to send me one. No, it's a notebook. Isn't that cute? I've got old patterns like that. That is so cute. Oh, hold on, I dropped something else. And this was in there with it, and it's called Fruit of the Spirit. Love. And I love this. Isn't that pretty? If I can get the glare off of it for you to see. Isn't that pretty? Honey, somebody's out there. Okay, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go. It sounds like there's somebody from hospice here. I'm sorry. I didn't know that they were coming. And I thought this would be fun, but I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go and take care of this. But let me tell you a real quick joke first before I go. Make you laugh today, maybe. And I wanted to tell you a story, too, but I guess I won't be able to. Okay, just remember, the more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap. Stay safe. Eat cake. Is that cute? Oh, y'all have fun doing what you can do and enjoy stitching. And I've been watching so many new videos lately and so many new people, and there's so many that are interesting and show beautiful things. And so many people have shouted out to them already too, so I'll just say, watch them. They're all good. But anyway, I love y'all, and look forward to seeing you again pretty soon maybe, and y'all take care. I'll see you later. Bye.